Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're tasting the Franklin Tate Estate Shiraz from Margaret River within Western Australia. This is a 2012. So Australia has been making wine since the 1800s, and they're actually one of the top 10 countries throughout the world as far as wine producing goes. So they make Shiraz, which is their most widely produced grape. And Shiraz is actually an Australian style of Syrah. So Shiraz and Syrah are the same grape. Australia is located in the South Pacific Ocean and it's southeast of Asia. The southern third of Australia is the temperate area. This is below the 30-degree latitude. This is the only area within Australia where wine can be produced, because in all of the other areas it's too hot. So there are a few different regions within Australia that you should know. This includes Southern Australia, New South Wales, Victoria, Western Australia, and Tasmania. So in Australia, they have a wine classification system known as Geographical Indications, or GI. And basically all this is an area on the map. It's very similar to the American viticultural areas. So this wine has a 14.4% alcohol, and it comes from the Margaret River within Western Australia. The producer is the Franklin Tate Estates, and they used 10% of whole grape clusters when they produced this wine, and it gives it a cherry flavor. They also used French and American oak when they aged the wine, primarily French. And this wine did undergo malolactic fermentation, as most red wines do. So malolactic fermentation softens the wine. So let's go ahead and assess this wine. When I look at the color of the wine, it's a deep ruby color. I'm seeing purple hues on the side of my glass. And it looks like the legs are coming down pretty quickly, which is an indicator to me that the wine has higher alcohol percentage, and that's something that I already know because it's not a blind tasting and I've looked at the bottle. So next up, I'm going to go ahead and smell this wine. So when I smell this, I get a lot of blackberry, blueberry, cherry flavors right off the bat, so it's very fruity, and the condition of that fruit is ripe. I do get a little bit of spice, not a whole lot, but I expect to get more of that on the palate. So next I'll taste it. Wow, this is a great wine. So on the palate, it is a medium body. As far as the fruit flavors, I am getting cherry and blueberry, even a little bit of black fruit as well. The fruit condition is very ripe. There are a lot of non-fruit flavors in this wine. I am getting things like cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, vanilla, a toastiness, and I also get almost like a black peppercorn, kind of like a spicy flavor in the background of that. The tannin structure is moderate plus, and the acid level is moderate. Alcohol is moderate plus as well, and it's just really a delicious wine. If I had to pair this with something, I would go with a wood grilled steak, like a filet mignon, and I would pair this with a risotto, so maybe like something a little bit earthy, like a shiitake mushroom risotto with maybe some grilled asparagus. I think that would be delicious with this wine because the protein from the steak would cancel out the tannins in the wine, and so I would focus on the fruit flavors of the wine. And the richness of the risotto, the fattiness of that risotto would also cancel out those tannins. And so I would really get all of those fruity flavors from the wine, and it would be just a delicious pairing. So again, this is the Franklin Tate Estates Shiraz from the Margaret River in Western Australia.